start. Service saved.
Lock all your doors, shut the windows, cut off the telephone, prevent the dog from barking with the juicy bone, because the Poland podcast is here.
Picnic time.
Hello and welcome, loyal, demented listeners. Have we got a show for you today? We have more letters, we have more Gówno Prawda, more Today in History. We have an interview with a real live Polish woman living in Ireland. And because you wanted it, a trot through some of the most beautiful bogs in Poland. Uncle Yannick is dropping by too. And then at the end we have some confessions from the sickest, most mental Poles going. So keep your earphones in for the next 45 minutes of fun. Hi guys, hi.
Hello.
Who have we got today? We have Fabrizio, you're back.
1 moment that I'm eating.
We have Brian Folin, you're here today as well.
I'm also eating.
I'm also
eating. I'm starving. I eat a baby's arse through a gate.
Sorry, listeners. It's just that the...
Never heard that one before. It's a good one. You've never been as hungry as a Kildare man.
You're right, they are good crackers.
Brilliant crackers. Absolutely brilliant.
I have no problems. No serious problems.
You look like a man who has just got the golden ticket. That type of guy.
Yeah, I am. No, I'm feeling it. We got the good weather here at the moment. By all accounts, the weather back home is...
Spring has sprung here.
Yeah, it has sprung. The ambush has sprung. The Zazacka has sprung.
Nick Cloves.
Hello. I'm considerately not eating. The level of professionalism. I'm trying to maintain that level of professionalism.
Yeah. I think we.
So you send someone else.
We can take those crunches out in the editing, can't we?
I can try. I think they add an ambience.
Sorry, listeners, we have to tell you this. It's just that the time of the recording of today's podcast is it's lunchtime. We're all very, very hungry. I'm bringing up the rear. We have Spud Murphy.
Hello there.
Spud, what's that jersey? Kerry?
This is a Kerry GAA jersey, yeah.
Why is a man from Wexford wearing a Kerry GAA jersey?
Explain yourself.
Well, you see, I'm a complicated person, and even though I'm from Wexford, I when Wexford are playing, if Kilkenny are playing hurling, I actually support Kilkenny because they're fucking wonderful at hurling. I love watching Kilkenny play. They're just the best. I know it's bad from a Wexford person to support Kilkenny because they pissed on the powder and they're the reason that we lost the rebellion against the English in 1798. But they're good hurlers. Yeah. And I'm wearing the Kerry jersey because I have the same thing for Kerry football. I think Kerry are the best football team.
It's more than 300 years after that fact, so I think they could have got the fuck over it by then. Is it the same in England? Can you support the team from a different area?
Yeah, most people do.
Okay.
So, yeah, mostly.
But you have a good team. You have Stoke.
Yeah.
In Stoke, obviously. So
yeah, I think a lot of people do like to support the local team, but it's
is that not the point, though, of having a team from your town? Fabrizio, is it the same in Italy? Do you support your local team, or do you would you support whoever happens to be top of the league? Is that cool?
That is his local team.
Oh, is it? Oh, well then, in your case, happy days.
Yeah, but why?
Actually, my local team is Juventus.
Okay.
Normally, in every big town, there is like the local team. Like in Torino, there is Turin.
Mm-hmm.
Then normally,
why don't you support Torino? Why do you support Juventus and not Torino?
Because normally this is like the team of the town. I live in the countryside.
Okay.
And so normally also there is a second team somehow.
Okay, so you're a swamp donkey redneck.
Somehow, yes.
So that would be the same as Man City, Man United.
Yeah. And also what happens it is that normally in Italy it works like this, that there is always like biggest group of supporters of the town is of the local town team, Florence or whatever. Then the second group is normally Juventus supporter because they are everywhere.
Okay.
But I'm a Juventus supporter basically because my grandfather, when he was very big Juventus supporter, and he was loading me on his very old Lancia car to go on the Sunday to see the game in Turin when there was Platini playing.
Oh, awesome.
So Platini, Cabrini, Scirea, so all the guys who won like the World Cup. Boniek, of course.
Was Liam Brady
Laudrup.
No.
I remember not.
Probably gone, was he?
He was jettisoned for Platini.
Okay. So you can imagine for me as a kid going to the stadium to see such kind of players. Or you cannot become a Juventus supporter.
Without running the risk of turning this into a sports podcast, Brian, what's your affiliations? Do you have any team, any tribe you support?
No.
No, nothing at all?
Nothing.
Are you into any type of sport? What about that crazy cage fighting?
I love that. Yeah, that's good. I'll jump on the Conor McGregor bandwagon.
Do you see, there was photos uploaded today. He was caught cheating on his missus, and doing coke and stuff.
This is now what really fucks me off about it, is that he's great and everything, and now they've assembled a special team to take him down in the media, and it's disgraceful. He's a person. Oh yeah, like, you know what I mean. If some of the photos of I'm so fucking glad that I did my teenage and 20s before the internet. I'm so, because some of this,
you were a mad cokehead.
I fucking loved it. Yeah, constantly cheating, just mountains. Like Scarface is kind of like my toned down biography. That's the edit. But yeah, like, he's really successful, which I think is great. He knows how good he is, which I think is fantastic. He does it to it, and now they've kind of said, okay, let's fucking take him down. And it's two people are at fault. It's the fucking media, but it's the people that are going to buy the stories. And you know what? They did the same to the British boxer, Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton was the pride of Britain. He went through a bit of a difficult time, and the fucking tabloids, man, it was like man to werewolf. They just turned on and smelt a bit of blood. You know, they sent people after him, right, get him cheating on his missus, get him, and like that happens. You know what I mean? And anyone else, when you kind of earn the money that fucking McGregor has earned, and then you've got women throwing themselves at you, it's holier than thou. It's bullshit. It's nothing to do with who he is. He's number one. He's great for the sport. He's great for Ireland. He's stylish. The Americans love him. He can talk the talk, and he can back it up. But not just back it up where he kind of pushes over the edge. He backs it up in spectacular fashion.
Nick, spring has sprung in Poland. Are you doing anything? Are you going to go and travel? Are you getting out of the land of Po for a while?
No.
No.
Nothing planned until May. I'm just going to go I'm going to the park more, I think.
Are you going where? The park?
To the park, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it'll be local travelling, getting out of the house.
Exactly.
Okay, take it one step at a time, I suppose.
I like the sort of outdoor culture that happens in the spring and summer. You know,
Fabrizio, have you finished that chocolate yet? It's still there. Are you travelling, Fabrizio? You look like a much-travelled gentleman.
You look like a traveller.
Yeah. Because of work, I needed to travel. But next week I'm going to go to Spain. To enjoy the spring. Yeah. Sport activities.
Oh, tell me what?
Tapas. Mostly tapas, but I also found that I can play tennis there, so I will do some training. And I hope to improve. Actually, it's very interesting to do sport in Poland. Because, for instance, when I go to play tennis, I have my sport shoes that is the same that I used to go to pick up mushrooms or to jump in the swamp. And I have my Ramones t-shirt, so I look kind of funny, I guess. And then you meet all these Polish people in the tennis court that look like they just go out from Wimbledon. Proper shoes, same trousers with the same color of the t-shirt. And I noticed this also, for example, in other sports. You see people biking. In Italy, when you go biking, okay, you take the bike, you remove maybe your slippers, this is okay. But you just go out, it's not really a big issue. Here you see people biking, expensive bike, all the professional stuff look like that is coming the Vuelta or the Tour de France.
It's like that with any sport.
Yes, they took it very professional. Yeah. Then, I go there, I just go to play. Here people, you are playing because you are training for something. No, I'm not going to go to Wimbledon in 2 years. I did not plan like this. Here I see all people is taking this damn professionally. I do not understand this.
Are you good at tennis?
I play well, but the problem is that as a paddy is showing, I also have an airbag in front of me. So I'm very confident until the moment in which it's me to make the game. Then if they make me to run, after a few games, I really have enough.
Spud, you're travelling.
Yeah, I will. By the time this comes out, I will have been in Ireland for a wedding. I'm going to be best man at a wedding, and I have to make a speech, and I'm a bit nervous because the last wedding speech I made, my sister-in-law still doesn't talk to me. Yeah, I fucked up there.
What did you say?
No, I'm not going into it.
Did you have?
I'm not going into it. So don't.
Porn on your phone? No,
you didn't go far enough.
No.
And she lost respect because you pulled it back.
No, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, so I have to make a speech, and it's a half Irish, half Norwegian wedding. It's a Protestant wedding. I'd have to go to a Protestant church. I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen.
I've been to an Orange March.
You've been to an Orange March?
I went to an Orange March in County Donegal to see what it was all about.
There's lambeg drums, right?
There's drums. They don't look very happy that they're allowed march.
Okay.
So are they Viking there or what?
The Norwegians, yeah. They're all incredibly tall and beautiful. It's fantastic.
blondness.
Yeah, I'll have to learn some.
So probably when they see you coming in the church, they think that simply you are the guy, the valet to park the cars.
Do you know, it's like, you know, like when the Vikings invaded Ireland, you know, like the Irish women they just lay down on the beach and just said, "Come at me, boys," you know, because like your choice is like Irish lads like us or these tall, handsome, blonde Scandinavian motherfuckers. You'd be like,
but
yeah,
it must have been the
do
same
me.
when the Spanish Armada crashed on the west coast. And can you imagine like the Irish girls as these like, and because they were sailors, their bodies must have been, they must have been in good condition. But like the clothes are falling off, they're dripping wet, and the Irish women are just like wow, it's the fucking
hola, señora.
yeah, hola. And the guy's like, how do you get home? And they're like, you're not going anywhere, mate. Like seriously,
You might want to come in and have a bit of tea with us for a little while.
what's the Spanish for ride me sideways?
Juan. Come in, Juan. You're going nowhere. Okay, we're all good. We're all going to be... I'm doing a bit of travelling myself. I'm driving across Europe in a few weeks. I'm going to a wedding in Boffin, Inish Boffin. The great thing about Boffin is, I probably said this to you before, it has no police force. So you're often standing there on Boffin, tiny island with 300 people, and you're standing there after a couple of jars and these narrow little lanes, and you see a Ford Cortina coming towards you at about 60 miles an hour, and you're going, this guy's coming straight at me. So you have to jump into the field. And you're looking at it going, hold on, there's no one driving this Cortina. And he goes past you, and you see driving it. There is someone driving it. It's a little 10-year-old kid driving the car. That's how they get around the island. But I'm going to the wedding of Emma Daly, a good friend of mine. A big hello to Emma. She's getting married there, and I can't wait to go. It's going to be a nice affair.
Will it be Oscailga?
It won't be Oscailga. They're not a Gaeilge family, but all I know is that there is a lot of medical people going to this wedding.
Medical people?
Medical people, yeah. I'm going to leave that very vague.
Snobs.
Yeah.
Or simply because you are in a clinic with mental people. I mean, this is what I'm trying to understand.
Hello, Porn Podcast. We had a kid about 6 months ago. The wife's family in Poznan are having conniptions. Conniptions, not conniptions, conniption. Craziness. They're freaking out.
Yeah.
Medical people.
because we've not baptised the wean. We don't go to mass ever. We got married in a church in Poland in the mountains about 5 years ago. I don't really want to do it, neither does the wife. Any of you lads been through this? Some advice as to how to get them off our backs will be appreciated. And that's from Podge.
Oh, I can give a brief answer to this. I made the mistake. I don't know, was it a mistake? We baptised both our girls, and I'm kind of thinking, was it a mistake? But I like the idea of it being like a ceremony. It's nothing to do with the religion. It was just a ceremony announcing this little creature's arrival into our world. But maybe I shouldn't have done it, really. You know?
It's not like you're exactly, you're branding them, is it? You
Yes,
you put a bit of water on their head and then you have a bit of a party.
We could have had a party in the garden or something and just had people say a few words rather than some man in a white dress throwing water at
Yeah, we're getting that at the moment because we haven't baptised the baby yet. We don't know if we will. Kind of getting it from both sides that they want us to do it, but
can't hurt.
Part of me is I don't want to do it because I'm just such a fucking... I hate religion. I hate anything to do with religion.
And you're contrary to.
I'm a cunt. I am.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a prick, and I know I'm a prick, and I embrace my prickness. I am at one with it.
Which makes it okay.
Yeah, it makes it okay now for me. Other people have a problem with it, but I don't. So that's their problem.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to do it because I'm stubborn. The wife doesn't really want to do it because she's also stubborn. But at the same time, it would save a lot of hassle if we just fucking did it.
Or just claim that you've done it and, just lie about it.
Is it a money thing too? Do they give money?
Not really.
I got an email from, I won't say who it is, but a family member with a list of, like in a wedding list of gifts for the child being baptized. Denominations of money.
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah.
What? You know what I liked about Ava's baptism was the big session afterwards.
Yeah.
It was grand. So for me, any excuse to have a session.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of thinking as well. Like, it'd be great to have the two families together and just get fucked up.
Yeah.
But isn't there a thing too that you, as your family, shouldn't you be kind of striking a little bit of independence and doing what you guys want to do?
Well, that's the other thing, you see. Like, we're kind of caught between, like, should we stick to our guns and not do it because we're both not religious, or do we just make everyone happy and just do it?
Well, why not just give them a party and give them a celebration? But do it your way.
The way I see it is that we got married in the church already for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we did the church thing for them. I tell you now, if I was to get married again, I wouldn't do the whole church thing. It's just a pain in the arse, like. Because you got to do all these wedding lessons, and it's all anti-abortion, and Jesus, never use condoms or you're going to hell. It's like, what the fuck? Okay, Jesus, I'll use our mouth. You know, it's just mental. And so that was my kind of thing. I was like, okay, you want a church wedding, I'll do the church wedding. But now this is my kid. You know, I want to make.
I think you have to draw a line at some stage.
Yeah.
I'd say give him the baptism, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
You know, because then if you baptize, you got to confirm and commune.
Yeah.
And
It's like a crack, then you start.
So what's Podge to do then?
Kill yourself, Podge. Just fucking shoot, swallow the shotgun. Be a fucking man.
Nick, Governor Pravda, tell me, what have you got for us?
So, I once taught a class where I asked a group of students to create a new flag for Poland. One group of students, you know, after beavering away for, you know, half an hour or so, came back with their beautifully, you know, created, you know, lovingly crafted flag that prominently featured a image of a burning woman wearing a burqa.
So is that true or is that not true?
That's the question.
I'm saying true.
True. Yeah, I'm gonna.
That's got to be Pravda.
Yeah.
I'm saying Governor Pravda. It has to be bullshit. I'm going to back up the polls here and say Governor Pravda. No way.
What do you
No
say,
way.
Fabrizio?
I don't know, I'm eating crackers.
You got your priorities right, Fabrizio. Yeah.
I would say yeah, because I mean I teach a lot of young kids, and
They're militantly racist, aren't they?
well, I think they're kind of just ill-informed. They've just got bad information.
Children, I mean. I don't
But
mean...
are the kids that are going to learn English, aren't they maybe a little bit different, a little bit more educated? A little bit more.
We did a lesson about global nomads, right? So like a nomadic person like the Berbers or Roma Gypsies.
The Qashqais.
Or the Cash, yeah, the Cash.
The Irish.
the Irish, yeah.
Also Italians, you know.
So it's like, you know, people to move around, but global nomads are really people like, for example, like sons and daughters of oil executives. They got to go to different countries, like people whose parents had worked for global companies. You know, kind of similar to Fabrizio's job. You travel a lot, so they've lived everywhere, and they're global nomads. And it's a different kind of person because they don't really feel anywhere is home, but everywhere is home. So I said, what kind of before we did the lessons, I said, what kind of person do you think a global nomad is? One of the guys went, poor terrorist lunatic. And I was like, yeah, okay. But like, they're not all terrorists. Yeah, they are. And I was like, all of them? Every single one of them. And I was like...
You know, in my country we have the oldest two multinational, Mafia and Vatican, so...
What did you say, Spud, again? You said Pravda, it was true.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, why?
Because I can imagine a kid doing that.
Because he's selling t-shirt with such flag already.
So it has to be true.
He bought his own new car, just only selling those t-shirts.
It's on Allegro. Just / Spud Murphy, Allegro.pl.
Okay, Nick, put us out of our misery. Tell us all. Tell us what was it? Is it Pravda or Governor Pravda?
It is Pravda.
Boom!
It is 100% true, yeah.
There I go. Shooting myself in the foot again by believing in these guys.
Again, they're nice kids. You know?
Yeah, of
but
course.
Again, it's ignorance rather than anything else. Earlier this week, with the same group, I actually really like them. It's really horrible to say that, but they're controversial. We're doing this like 7 deadly sins. I mean, like, what should, if we were to recreate, what would the new list of 7 deadly sins be for the modern world? And all the boys in the class said, being a woman. Should be one of the deadly sins.
You see, they're giving out mixed messages. They're doing this real
In which school are you learning? I mean, I'm very interested.
It's a rather prestigious local private school.
Okay.
Did you take a picture of it?
I did actually. I've got it somewhere.
Okay.
I've got a picture of that.
We'll see it later.
The flag
We might
design.
put that up on
I've got it somewhere, yeah.
Put it on the podcast
We'll
page.
put
No.
I think we could put that up.
I'll find it out.
Yeah, just to show that it was Pravda. And here, this is how Pravda it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I like that one. That was a good one. And I was the one that got it wrong, so that means I have to eat the biscuit with all that funny stuff on it. Okay, when we're back, we have Today in History. It's good to be back with Today in History. I like this bit. This is my favourite part of the podcast because it educates me. Who's going to educate me today? Is it Spud?
It's me, yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start with a quote. And this is from former Polish goalkeeper Jan Tomasz... I should have rehearsed this. How do I say his name? Tomaszewski? How do you say that?
Tomaszewski?
Tomaszewski. So, he says, I believe that Mr. Kazimierz Gorski was the Pope of Polish football. So, Kazimierz Gorski, he was born in Lwów on March 2nd, 1921. So, it's around this time that you'll be listening to the podcast, which is now part of Ukraine, but back then it was part of Poland. So, he played football, and he was really good at football. He was so good at football, he was so nimble and quick, that he had a bit of a strange nickname, though. They called him Serenka. Anyone know what that means?
No.
It's a baby deer.
Okay.
That's a shit nickname.
His agility, I can see where it's coming from.
Yeah, but like, you'd rather be called
And he was always
a
getting
deer
shot.
or something, wouldn't you? Or he was getting shot.
He was relentlessly stalked by hunters.
He tasted lovely.
So what did he do? He played loads of games. He went on to play for Legia Warsaw. He played 88 official games. I don't know what that means, but it's underlined. And he
Well, like
scored...
if they had underground football, unofficial games.
Probably,
Okay.
yeah. And so he scored 35 goals. But the reason Gorski is famous... Anyone who's Polish will know this guy. Us lot don't really know him. But he was the manager of Poland when Poland had its heyday in football. So they came...
82.
They came third in the World Cup. They had done really well in the Olympics and stuff. And he had great players like... Boniek played underneath him, and Grzegorz Lato was another guy. He scored 7 goals in the 74 World Cup.
Yeah.
They won a silver medal in the Olympics. And what year was that?
How many
That
World
was
Cup?
in 76. In the World Cup they came third, and then they won a silver medal at the Olympics. And when he retired from international management, he had managed 73 games and had 45 wins. So it's a really good. A really good
The World
return.
Cup, I think they were beaten by West Germany.
In the World Cup, yeah.
So what exactly is this day in history again? What happened?
He was just born.
He was born.
Yeah,
Okay, so
born
Gorski
in
was
Lvov.
born.
And I'll give you a quote from Mr. Gorski. He said, this is nice, actually, I like this. Some are born for the violin, others for uniforms. I was born for football. I like that. That's
nice,
pretty good.
nice.
There's a man who knows his...
He
who knows who he is.
He knew his shit, man.
He knew his
He's a
shit.
good manager.
A sporty theme about today's podcast. It's nice.
Yeah, when I watch it to Paddy, I always feel that there's a sport is in the air. No?
I always feel like running away.
And
Fuck all y'all.
what do we have coming up next? Oh, yes, I'm looking forward to this, and I think the female listeners will be too. We have a Polish woman who's going to talk. She's going to talk and tell you what life is like in Ireland. Join us soon now for Carolina.
First, I asked her why did she move to Ireland.
Irishman all the way, yeah.
Sorry, that's the end. That's the end.
Got lost on my way to England. So I came to Ireland for 6 months, just for work and stuff, as you know, most of Polish people back then. But I fell in love with the country and everything else, and I just stayed.
Second one is, what does she miss about Poland?
I miss the most, of course, family and friends, and I think Polish summer, the weather, the rain, the drizzle, the showers. They say Eskimos have like, I don't know how many words for snow. You have so many words for rain. You know that. Their forecast like mild showers, spotty showers, this showers, heavy rain. This it's like seriously, just say it. It's wet. That's it.
That's true. There's so much rain in Ireland that we do. We have like Eskimos have 57 words for snow. We have like 157 words for rain. It's pissing. It was shitting down. It was scuttery. It was.
Cats and dogs and frogs and...
It's a motherfucker. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah. I don't know how the Polish do it, because we've had, I had about 25 years practice of dealing with the rain, and they come from where you have 4 seasons, and they're coming and they're like, where's your summer? And we're like, we're in it! It's 17 degrees, you mad Pole. Take off your top, it's fucking roasting, and it's raining, and they're like, the fuck is wrong with you people? The Polish accent is really sexy.
She has a lovely voice, doesn't she?
She has a really nice voice, yeah.
Alright, so then I asked her, what does she like not miss about Poland? What used to drive her mad? And then the following question will be like, what are the best and worst things about living in Ireland?
I think it's the system, the country not Poland as a country, it's a beautiful country, but the system, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's the kind of a system that, it's the corruption, the mindset, the connections, and all this kind of little tricks. I'm not saying Ireland is, absolutely, angels everywhere, but comparing to Poland, it's just normal living here. While in Poland, it's kind of it seems like, the ghosts from the past, or communist past are still there, and it's just hard to get rid of it, Poland, I can work my arse off and still without connections or without paying someone or knowing someone, I would get absolutely nowhere after 30 years. While in Ireland, you still need to have some skills, you need to be good at something to get there, with connections or without connections, Definitely people, I must say, just the friendliness and, people being so nice and chatty and just in general, it brightens up your day when you just see someone smiling to you, first thing in the morning rather than just giving out and complaining about. And the countryside is fabulous. It's such a beautiful, beautiful country. You have absolutely everything. And Dublin is also very fortunate because within, few minutes drive, you can be in beautiful beach, cliffs, mountains, forests. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I when I spoke for the other day, I was getting a bit homesick talking to her. I was like, she's talking about Ireland, like it's awesome. I lived there for when did I move here? Almost 30 years, and I was like, oh God, I can't wait to get out of it. But now I'm like, gee, Ireland sounds awesome, man.
She mentioned there about the meritocracy, about the whole thing here that you have to pay people off and stuff, and that there isn't that much of it in Ireland. I wonder, is that totally true?
It is, I think, by comparison.
Yeah, it's worse here, but there is an element of in Ireland of who you know.
I don't know, maybe I'm just not that deep into it, but I wouldn't say that I feel that people are held down here. I think, if you work hard and you're qualified, I think that anybody can go to the top in Poland.
I asked her then about Irish food.
I have to say, occasionally I like the, potato sandwich. It's not the craziest thing ever. If I ever, say to my mom or my granny or whoever in Poland, I just want to have a sandwich with crisps, I would be considered like, absolutely not.
Give us some like Irish slang, and then I asked, would you move back to Poland?
Oh my God, I can do that. How yeah? Definitely the word like, using it as every second word. Like this, I go somewhere like, and then you like, and, like, and like. That absolutely annoyed me in the beginning, and I didn't understand. I said, why they say I like lubię, 5 seconds, that doesn't make any sense. I know they like things, that's fine, but you don't have to say it. No, I don't think so. I would love to go to Poland. In future, go back for, few months, years, or who knows, but I just, unless, things change, like, our politics and stuff and the life, it's gonna change a little bit more, because at the moment I just can't see myself.
Irishmen or Polish men?
Irishmen all the way, yeah. I have to say I would definitely change the use of fake tan.
Fake tan?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is absolutely freaky. I don't know why women do it to themselves. And eyebrows and stuff. Irish women, I have to say, I heard awful things about Irish women before I came here. Guys were saying, oh, they're awful, this and that. They're absolutely stunning. They have the most beautiful hair in the world. I blame the rain that they're all moist and all the shit. So that's, that's not fair anyway. But still, they have beautiful hair, beautiful teeth, beautiful skin, and just, they're just absolutely gorgeous. But the stuff they put on themselves, the fake tan, those streaks, the crazy, eyebrows and fake nails and all this shit, I just don't understand why. I would definitely change that about women here.
And then I asked her, Irish women or Polish women?
Polish women.
You just said 5 minutes ago you liked Irish women.
No, I think they look beautiful. I think they're naturally absolutely beautiful.
But they're bitches. Yeah.
When it comes to personalities, I didn't meet that many Irish women, but I suppose I stick with the stereotype that, sometimes when I see how Irish women treat Irish men, it kind of, I just don't like it, but Irish women, some of them, they're just too much maintenance, and, I really feel sorry for the lads.
So, lads, that was Carolina. Thank you, Carolina, for that.
Yeah.
So,
I
she really likes Ireland, huh? It's crazy.
When you were saying what surprises you about Ireland, when people jump out of hidden places, it doesn't fucking surprise you about any country.
She was lovely. She was refreshingly honest.
She was great. I love the way she likes potato sandwiches. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's like a dream woman, isn't it?
She loves Polish, or she loves Irish men, and she has the same opinion as we all do about Irish women. They're good looking, but they're fucking gee bags.
Can you gee bags? That's not.
I wouldn't know. I have a lot of Irish women friends. I would disagree.
Yeah, defend them here.
Yeah, no, I would. I have some. They're stunningly beautiful.
And they're not gee bags at all.
No, they're so fucking cool. They're just really, really cool.
Can you give us a bit of background into Carolina? She married?
No, she's gone out with a lad. I think they've been together for a good few years.
Irish lad?
Yeah, Irish lad.
There you go.
Owen is his name. Like she just said at the start, she just moved to Ireland for work years and years ago, and then she enrolled in college in Limerick, and then she moved up to Dublin, and she's doing a PhD in Trinity.
It's pronounced FID.
Hella smart. She's doing a FID.
Yeah. What's her PhD in?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Okay.
I don't care.
You're Irish man. I know, I'm very intelligent. Yeah, that's great. Don't go thinking you're smarter than me with your food.
PhD in Trinity. Wow, amazing.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, well done. And she just sounds like a lovely, lovely person. Good, Carolina. That's good. Well, that's great.
Has it made you guys miss Ireland?
Yeah,
so,
totally. Nick, I really like Ireland as a country. A lot of people complain about it. They run it into the ground. It's great.
I'm the same. I love Ireland.
It's
fucking love Ireland.
It was described once as the world's only functioning open-air asylum. So, yeah, no, I think it's great. I think the music, the crack, the countryside is beautiful. And it's close to everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like 6 hours from the United States. It's 30 minutes from London, and it's about 4 hours from the furthermost reaches of Europe. So, it's fucking... People shouldn't complain about it. It's nice. And also, we're war-proof. So, like, World War I, fucking don't bother us. World War II, fuck off, we don't care. Vietnam, we couldn't have fucking been further away. What else happened that we missed? The Cold War.
War-proof.
Fucking...
Come on, we have our own little war going on.
Yeah, I know, because...
we have a DIY war going on for 30 years.
Yeah, but, that's, it didn't really bother anyone else.
To be honest, it didn't bother us too much either.
Yeah, just in the north.
But even the people involved...
That's in the north part of the country.
But they didn't even call it the war, they called it the Troubles.
Yeah.
Like
a squabble.
Yeah, the inconvenience.
Yeah.
Did you see that the fucking...
The annoyance.
Yeah, a massive bomb went off, blew up the city. That's a fucking... That would do your head in. Anyway, what's on the telly?
Yeah. I see in the distance, we have to get ready. I think a very special visitor is coming. He'll be coming after this.
Hello, boys.
Uncle Yannick.
Hello.
Hey, how have you been?
Uncle Yannick, I just something I noticed, Uncle Yannick. Why aren't you wearing any pants? I know spring is here and it's warmer, but it's still a little cold, and judging by how...
I am all man, as you can see.
I can see that, all right, yeah, you are...
I'm rather stressed, though. I've just come back from my time in Venice.
Oh,
this blasted commission and that stupid rag they've written. What a headache.
What happened? Explain to me, Uncle.
Oh, we were silly. We asked these guys in Venice for some advice about the government, and then they said we were bold, and now we're saying fuck you, and it's just a clusterfuck.
Oh,
it's a mess.
Okay. And so there's a little bit of conflict going on?
Look, we asked for help. They didn't tell us what we wanted to hear, and now we're a bit annoyed.
What are you going to do?
Well, I went to Venice and I cracked some fucking skulls.
Yeah, you're not going to take this thing lying
Oh,
down.
those silly bitches, who do they fucking think they are?
Yeah.
People from Finland telling me what to do.
Trying to stick it to you.
I wish.
Well, did you meet anyone nice there, though? Did you have any time to socialise when you were in Venice?
I met some lovely Italian men. And women.
And we just saw, as it happens, we have a
Fabrizio!
lovely Italian man right here.
Oh, darling, great to meet you. Okay, you're a shy one, I see, huh?
He's a little shy. I think he has a cracker in his mouth. That could be the problem.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
I think maybe he's a little bit afraid that it's not often he sees a man like yourself with his pants down around his ankles.
Maybe it's something we'd like to get used to.
Well, maybe so, maybe so. Maybe you could take Uncle Yannick around and show him some of the sights of Katowice. Would you like to do that?
No, I think that he can take a taxi.
Oh, I see. Playing hard to get. We'll soon loosen you up with a few fruity cocktails.
Uncle Yannick, I don't know if you heard about the our lovely president here. What's his name? Andre Duda.
Be careful.
And your voice changed there, Uncle Yannick. He almost had a car accident.
We're looking into it. I believe it was the Russians.
Do you think so?
I know
Putin
so.
again.
I will prove it.
With his tentacles.
Me and Anthony were working on it.
Okay.
We will soon have something for you.
Because it was, we were very worried. You know, we wouldn't like anything bad to happen to the
It would
president.
be terrible. I would have to take his job. Imagine.
Yeah. And the car too. People say it was the car, that maybe the car was going too fast. You don't believe that?
Oh, no. On Polish roads, you can drive as fast as you want. You can clearly see that on the highways here.
Yeah, I do see that. All right. But he's okay. He's safe and sound.
Yeah,
isn't he?
everything's good. Yeah.
Okay. You weren't in the car, no?
No. I was watching from a drone.
Okay.
From my bathroom.
He's lazy.
I don't particularly like Silesia. There's too many Germans. You know, they're not real Poles. And now my friend Anthony, you met him, I believe. He's investigating these electro waves or something coming from...
He was here last week. He was here.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a lovely man. A
Yes,
very
great man.
very charismatic man. I know Brian and I were talking about it before. He has a lovely warmth about. He exudes warmthness.
He's good at hugs.
You can see that he has. He just is. He's Mr. Cuddles, really.
Cuddly man. Yeah.
He's Mr. Cuddles. In fact, he was cuddling Nick for a while. We had to kind of try and release Nick from him. He just wanted to cuddle him so much. Yannick.
Okay, look, I gotta go.
I know. Yeah, I was just going to say.
I wanted to ask about your cat. How was your cat?
My pussy's nice and furry.
Because it had a bit of rot last time. I remember.
Yeah, he's okay again now.
It was ringworm he had, wasn't it? He had a dose of it. You have to. There's a special cream you can get. Watch, it's very contagious. I think after that we need some bog trotting. We'll have it with Brian when we come back. We're back. Good to have you again, Brian, with the reviews. I love this part of the show. I love the bog trotting. Tell us, where were you over the last while?
There's a little place on ulica Kościuszki called Krystynka.
Here in Katowice?
In Katowice, yeah, city centre. Krystynka is a very, very nice place. The only thing is that they give you coffee in the cups are too small.
Just call it espresso.
I know, Fabrizio, but I drink coffee in a totally different...
This is why you live in an island.
There you go. I like to take my time with it, to kind of chill. Whereas espresso, you have to get it into you quickly. So I'm not too crazy about it. The place itself is really, really nice. There's this kind of vibe of... There's the German kind of Austrian influence there. It's something you notice. It's not 100% Polish. The bathroom, the toilet is really, really, it's really nice. The only thing is, it's a single toilet, so it's unisex. So it's like I said on some of the last ones, you have the strange symbols, the circle or the triangle. And just when you finally get your head around being a circle or a triangle, you go to a place and on the door is a circle and a triangle, and you're just like, fuck it. You know what? I'm a parallelogram. I'm just going to use the floor.
I'm a dodecahedron.
That's it. So in the place, it's nice. It's kind of you've got a door to the washroom, and then you've got like a sliding door which locks to the bathroom, which is nice. From so space isn't really an issue, opening and closing it. The only thing is that people tend to come straight out of the toilet into the face of the person that's queuing.
Oh, that's awful.
It is, yeah.
And sometimes you're not tucked in or anything.
No, you're not. Exactly. You don't have your shit together. And this is what I like about a nice kind of post toilet area. You've got time to kind of put yourself back together, look good, but also you don't really have to claim responsibility for what you've left behind. So it's kind of like it's real scene of the crime kind of shit. And
does that not make you a better person? With better toilet etiquette?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think kind of the anonymity of it, because if it wasn't, we'd have all the cubicles made of glass. And then you'd have to pay by the weight. So you'd really have to take responsibility. So in Krystynka, it's simple. It does what it's supposed to, and it's always really, really clean. So that's kind of really nice about it. And it's a place that the only thing is, sometimes with the sliding door, you're left with a crack that doesn't completely close. So if you're so inclined, you can have it peer around to see, and so it's a little bit unnerving. But other than that, but then again, Christine is the kind of place that people don't do that or think about it. But like I said, when you start reviewing toilets, this is the start of stuff that it kind of gets in your brain. And
sorry, I forgot. It's a coffee place, right?
Coffee, cakes, and
Coffee cakes,
kind of
okay.
bistro.
Okay.
So yeah, it's grand. It's not too fancy. It's not too shabby. Clean, and it's tucked away at the back of the.
So it's kind of MOR. It's middle of the road toilet.
Yeah. It's the run seal of toilets. It does what it says on the tin.
Okay.
By comparison, I noticed that from our balcony, we're very close to a bus stop, right? And
Where the fuck is this going?
to the toilet. So, a very common thing in Poland is men especially, drink from the kind of brown paper bag, or they have a can of beer inside their, and I fucking hate it. I'm like, seriously, you can't wait till you get home. You know what I mean? What's the fucking deal? So you have the guys drinking the beer in their pockets, and then of course when they're waiting for the bus, they need to go to the loo. So very often I'm having a smoke off our balcony, watching these fucking dudes. And this is the thing: they can't stand at the bus stop and do it. They have to stand behind the bus stop and drink because the cops take it off you. So then, if it's cool to drink there, which is it's cool to take a piss there. And the Polish are real cool about that, taking a piss in public, because they're like, well, if you can't get home, what are you going to do? And I'm like, maybe fucking hold it for a while and don't piss. But now I'm being a bit hypocritical because I remember back in Dublin, in Pearse Street Station, it was actually an Italian man, Fabrizio, who called me on this behaviour. And the older I get, the more right he was. And if I could ever find him again, because I was kind of rude. What happened was I had a load of drinks, and I was standing at Pearse Street Station, and I was kind of drunk. I didn't realise how drunk I was, and I was like, I need to go for a piss. But the toilets, I don't know if you know Pearse Street Station in Dublin, you have to go back under the tracks, up and around, and they're kind of fluorescent with black light. So junkies can't shoot up in there, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm not going over. So I walked all the way down to the end of the platform, to what I thought was like a dark area, but really, I mean, there's fucking anyone looking could have seen me. And I pissed off the end of the tracks, right? Which I thought was cool, which was fucking wrong. Anyways, I'm walking back up, an Italian guy, very rightly so, he goes, hey, would you do that in your own house?
And you do set the scene for us, do the accent, give us the accent here, come on.
Fabrizio, you say it.
Fabrizio,
yeah,
can you do the Italian accent?
Will you do it at home?
That's exactly it. And I said, no, because I don't have a fucking train station in my house. And like, my trousers were still undone, and I'm kind of doing up my buttons. And in my head, I'm thinking that the people in the rest of the people in the train station are like this. The slow clap. And then, anyway, to add kind of fucking irony to insult, like about 10 seconds after I said that, the train arrives, like full of toilets. So if I had just waited and not been such a fucking swamp donkey, it would have been okay. So that's what reminded me about these guys on the bus. So I couldn't judge too harshly. So I was like, okay, I'm looking at the balcony and I'm thinking, I review toilets. This is a fucking... Dorotha, back in a minute, and I'm down the stairs out, and she's kind of looking at the balcony going, what the fuck are you doing, man? So the toilet I reviewed this week was the bus stop visible from my balcony. First thing, lots of space. Lots of space. It's airy. You've got cover because the ground goes down in an incline, so you can stand there, you can watch for your bus or the cops, and you can take a piss. But that's where you draw the line. Anything else, and people will turn around and say, hey, why don't you do that at home?
Very good, very good. So you only took one lesson, you see, and he has it.
How was that, Fabrizio?
This is really impressive.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for not asking me for a straightener.
So, Brian, you're at that kind of place in your own mind. You're at that place now where the whole world really is your toilet.
The whole world it's a stinking cesspool. I sound like Taxi Driver. I sound like Travis Bickle. It's just one big sewer, the filth overflowing onto the streets. Yeah, but it was, and I'm not great for going to the toilet outside. Like, I'll go if I have to go, but I always get nervous that someone's going to go, hey, like the Italian guy he's fucking in my mind, man. And
hey, shut up your face!
That's it. Like, and then he disappears behind a tree, and I'm like, damn you, Italian man! You know? And so
maybe, Fabrizio, maybe we can locate that Italian man. This is something we have to rectify to put this to
I got to put
right.
it straight. It's one of those things. I hope, you know what? I sincerely hope that I tell this story on my deathbed, and the doctor's Italian, and it's his son, and he says to me, "Don't worry, my father spoke about you, and he said he always regretted saying it to you too," and then I can let go, I can just.
It seems like that one incident at Pearse Street Station, maybe is responsible for this path you've taken now with the whole reviewing the toilets.
Pater, it could be. This could be my way of
exercising those demons.
There you go. So to give the review to the toilet near, to compare Christinka's always nice. There's people always queuing, but you do have your own space. Whereas in the fucking the outdoor toilet near the bus stop, people don't queue. They just kind of, rock in beside you, and you're kind of like, I'm trying to piss outside here, if you don't mind. And
it strikes me though that there'll be a couple of drawbacks there. Wind, for example, there could be a little bit of blowback.
No, you're covered. It's like there's a reason that a lot of people piss here.
Okay,
you're covered. So it's like a natural. It's like nature abhors a vacuum. So you've got this great empty space here, and it fills it
but you're limited to what you can do there, right?
Yeah. So I mean, a wank or a poo is out.
Okay.
So,
and even sitting down and having a good old read of something on your phone.
I've seen it.
Okay.
No, I've seen it happen. I've seen the guy put the can of beer in the thing, but it's the same with phones everywhere. It's ruining everything. People don't even know they're pissing anymore. Most of the time. Yeah, but it's grand, and the thing is, you face the bus stop. So if you're a girl and you haven't seen a penis in a while, and you want to just I just want to remember what it is, just glance over your shoulder, and it's there. The other thing is that you at night, in the day, it's a bit risque. I went at night because it's so dark there, whereas it's so bright on Mikołowska. Sorry, it's the bus stop on Mikołowska Street that you're they're in the light, you're in the dark. And it's crazy because at the bus stop, sometimes all you can hear is the noise, like and occasionally, if it's cold, the fucking steam rising above the hedgerow. So it's kind of like it's the disequivalent of smoke signals. And that's it. Yeah. So you're limited. You have a lot of space. You got a lot of air. You've got nowhere to wash your hands, which is a bit of a downer. Well, I do. I just go back up into the apartment. So if you were to ask me which one I'd go for, it would have to be Christinka.
Okay. That's good. You painted a lovely picture for us there, and I doubt we're going to be able to get unsee those images that you put into our head for a long while. When we come back, we have your problems and your confessions. Okay, we're back. Spud Murphy, you have any new problems and confessions from the good Polish people?
We'll have a quick one. So this is from Basia in Krakow. Hello, I'm a 21-year-old student of English in Krakow. I'm head over heels in love with my English teacher. He's from Scotland and he's so handsome. When I think of a real man, I think of him. Not like these silly football and MMA obsessed meatheads I go to school with. I don't know what it is about him that drives me nuts every time I see him, but I burn with desire for him. We have been out for beers in an Irish pub in Krakow, and when we go outside to smoke, I stutter. I am so nervous with him. Please give me advice on how I can seduce this Scottish man.
I'd be more worried about your fucking stutter. A mental disorder that's about to take off. Stuttering now, muttering tomorrow, stabbing on Tuesday.
Nick, advice for this lady. What's her name again?
Basia.
Basia, advice for Basia. She's in love with an older man, I'm assuming.
If you could,
your teacher.
I think that if you can find one of these international food stores, get a can of Iron Brew, and that's the clearest declaration of love that you can make to a Scottish person.
But do you
give somebody Iron Brew?
Do you think she should actually, go for this forbidden love?
Well, it's kind of sending that message without actually, if you're too shy to, actually say it with Iron Brew.
See, the great thing about being Irish is that we're very shy. We're not great in one-on-ones with people. We just go and get pissed. We just go to the pub and it just sorts everything out for us.
Wears down their inhibitions and
people with inhibitions and stammers. And that stammer will go too. She just knocked back a couple of whatever her favourite tipple is. You know,
if I was to give you a choice between a stammer and a slur of your speech, I'd go for slur every time.
Go for the slur.
You're sexy, as opposed to you're really nice.
Scottish.
Yeah, he's Scottish. Yeah, you're Scottish. Sorry to anyone with a stammer.
You told me once, Spud, that the most euphonic thing you ever heard was a Scottish woman saying, "I could murder a curly whirly."
I could murder a curly whirly. That's just sexy, you know. Get him to say this.
Yeah, if he could say that to her. She needs to get drunk and go and...
just lob the gob on him.
Yeah.
You know? Just go for it.
The stammer will hold her back, though, you know, because it's very unattractive. Because no matter how beautiful you are, there's something weird about someone not being able to finish what they're saying, and you try to jump in and guess what they're about to say because it's getting...
But I mean, I think that's something that could bring them together. We finish each other's sentences. I have to. She takes a fucking age to say anything.
Right then, Basha, just go for it.
Just go for it. Yeah. I think that's it. That's all today. That's not too many problems out there with the Polish people today. Fabrizio, we're going to wrap it all up. It was good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the food. The food kept us going, kept us alive. We're all happy. We're all healthier. We're all a little bit fatter, but that's good. Nick, would you like to say goodbye to all the people?
Goodbye, all
Patrick,
the people.
Spud, can you say goodbye?
Good luck. Goodbye.
Okay, and Brian?
Yes,
Last
goodbye.
parting words, anything you want to say? Goodbye to anyone?
Goodbye to Nick's moustache. I just kind of looked over across there, expecting to see it.
It'll be back.
It's kind of like looking like Grandad's chair, and he's not there, and his pipe is there, but Grandad's gone. I miss you, Grandad.
But I'll tell you what's kind of worrying though. There's a tiny little growth coming back underneath the nose, and it's going slightly Hitler-esque.
No.
Slightly, just slightly. It has the beginnings of a kind of an Aryan master race. The beginnings of it. So just look into that. Because the one before was very Bismarck almost, or it was Bismarckian. Bye from me, Pavel Duborka, and bye from the Poland podcast. And tune in, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.